Welcome to our new video. Many user-friendly Linux distributions are designed for new users transitioning from other operating systems. As a result, many of these distros try to mimic the look and feel of Windows, which is the most popular desktop operating system. Additionally, the online world is filled with tutorials on how to customize your favorite Linux system to resemble Windows, even if it doesn't look like that by default. In this video, we'll be doing something quite the opposite, so stay tuned. You may be wondering, why would I need that? I'll just install, say, Ubuntu, which is a recommended beginner-friendly distribution that already looks nothing like Windows, and that's it, right? That's true. However, recently, distributions like Zorin OS and Linux Mint have been favored by users transitioning from Windows, especially with the end of life for Windows 10 approaching in October 2025. This is precisely why we chose these two popular options geared toward beginner users to show you what you can do. So, if you want a fresh start with an operating system that is easy for new users to learn, but you also want it to look nothing like Windows, you might consider starting with Zorin OS. By default, Zorin OS offers a look and feel reminiscent of Windows 7 and Windows 10, with a similar workflow and layout. The Zorin team has installed many components in the background to achieve this, which is relevant and helpful for the changes we want to make. This is Zorin OS 17.3 Core, the version that comes with 4 pre-installed desktop layouts. To access 4 additional layouts, some of which mimic the look and feel of macOS, for instance, you need to purchase the ZorinOS Pro license. However, even with the existing 4 layouts, you can make some changes with a few simple steps that are manageable even for novice users. First, choose the 4th layout offered by default. This layout alters the organization of your desktop, placing the bar at the top with several basic functionalities. To access the installed apps, click on the Workspaces icon in the upper left corner of the screen. To make the dock available all the time, you can install a single extension for the GNOME desktop environment, which is the default in Zorin OS. To do this, search for the GNOME extensions website. In your default browser, enable the option to install extensions. Now, return to the GNOME extensions website and search for an extension called -to-dock. Since GNOME 43 is the default in Zorin OS 17.3, you need to install that version of the extension by simply sliding the button to on. And just to remind you, since the Zorin team has already added the necessary software in the background to make the GNOME extensions work properly, that's all you need to do on your part. The dock is already there, as you can see. Now you have easy access to all your installed and pinned apps, giving your workflow a macOS-like feel, sort of. If you want to tweak the dock, go back to the -to-dock online page and click the cog icon to open the -to-dock extension settings. Feel free to experiment with its position and size, launcher's behavior and appearance. Linux Mint is another user-friendly distribution that offers a smooth transition from Windows with its familiar layout. However, it's also quite easy to change the default and make it look a bit different if you wish. The first thing you need to do is download the installation file for a dock specifically designed for Linux Mint's Cinnamon desktop environment. Go to their GitHub page and download the .deb file. Before you install the file, there's something you need to do. Right-click the Cinnamon panel and choose the option to move the panel. Click, for example, at the top of the screen, and the panel will move to the top. Next, go to the folder where you downloaded the dock installation file and double-click it to install. In no time, you'll have your Plank dock installed, sitting at the bottom of the screen. To access its preferences, hover your mouse over the dock avoiding the options to start an app, right-click it while holding the control button on your keyboard. Now you can customize the appearance, behavior, and docklets of the dock. To make it start with the system, open the System Settings app and add the dock to the list of startup applications. To remove items from the blank dock, simply drag them out. The easiest way to pin apps is to open them and then choose the option Keep in Dock. How to fully customize Linux Mint is a topic for a separate video. So that's it. These are the first steps you can take with beginner-friendly Linux distributions. Have you tried any of these? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!